Hello everyone, and thank you for watching. This is Hadrian. Let's play some more Total War Attila in our Crown of Charlemagne campaign. So, bit of a disclaimer, or you can take this however you want. The first several episodes of Crown of Charlemagne were interesting for me. As we all know, there were, or as some of you may know, some of you may not, there were a few launch difficulties around the beginning of Charlemagne. I had planned to release some episodes the day of on a fairly specific schedule, and I had other things going on in my life too, so as soon as there were some launch delays and the game was not available to play when I needed to, it really just kind of threw off my whole expected recording schedule. On top of that, turns out the Crown of Charlemagne campaign actually has a pretty brutal beginning. So, it's been an interesting campaign. I want to pause for a moment and actually take stock now that I am doing a new session a few days after the fact, and really look at where we are, because it's just been it's been bad. So Angria swept in and they took control of Wurzburg and Frankfurt here very quickly, and I didn't have an army in the area, so they literally just moved an army in, took that city, moved on Hallstatt here. But I managed to make peace with them. But now, interestingly enough, as you can see, when you just look at our territory, and you can see it regardless of what color I make it, but this dark brown is Charlemagne's territory. We are isolated over here in Hallstatt. On top of that, the Westphalians came in and they took Aachen, our capital, and they took Utrecht. And there wasn't an army in the area really to defend them. I've got an army down here that's kind of powerful, but it just didn't go well. On top of that, the armies themselves are not that strong. Charlemagne has just completed a conquest of Aachen. Oh, wrong window. This is what Aachen looks like. So we have moved into Gascony and Aachen. This was the former territory of Aachen actually. That was just a rebel army that we took it from. The only faction we were at war with are these guys. This is the Duchy of Aquitaine, and we are about to finish them off. It's literally the admiral, the king of Aquitaine, and a few units. Even if he were to just attack Bordeaux, their garrison could probably take care of the last of Aquitaine. We're at war with no one else. So our plan at the moment is to let Charlemagne's army recover and then begin to march this direction. And marching takes a while in this game. It's going to take Charlemagne several turns. Probably, I would guess, about 8 turns from what I've seen so far to go all the way over here. So there's that. We are building a new army as well that'll be done next turn. This is our first army of actual professional soldiers. So we have armored swordsmen, we have armored spearmen. I had a commenter point out that my fights up until this point, the starting units that you're given, even in Charlemagne's army, they're all peasants. So you've got levy spearmen, swordsmen, levy archers, and of course, the term for levy, again, if you're a Crusader Kings player, what levy means is it's literally the local population, the local kind of garrison, ordered to take up arms and defend a given area. So not exactly, the strongest. You can tell these units are not armored. So when Charlemagne's on his way up through Poitiers, we're actually going to probably upgrade all of these units and or delete and hopefully we can upgrade them, but if not, we'll delete and literally recreate them, because some of them have combat experience, as you can see here from these little copper bars. So I would hate to completely delete them, but Charlemagne needs a professional army. The only reason that he did so well in Aachen is it was a pretty small army, and he has this. So it went decently well, that battle, but our soldiery just needs to be improved. Also, politically, our situation is not great. We are at war weariness level 2 because we're at war with so many factions, so I really am hoping to take care of the Sailors of Light soon, because I need our public order to improve in order to make more money. And then maybe, if we can hold on for a bit, we can move our armies back and really push hard into this territory and kind of take those areas back. All the while, we will have money every turn to upgrade our towns and just build more armies if possible, and kind of strengthen our position from where we started at the beginning of the game. So anyway, that's enough introduction. Let's go through really quick and just kind of see how things are looking in our provinces. So Poitiers, West Aquitaine, public order is actually improving. We're at 14, and it's improving by 7 every turn, which is a good uptick. France, similar situation. We're at 48, and public order is increasing by 7. Paris is actually controlled by our brother, by Charlemagne. So we'll eventually have to change that because Chartres and Tours are here and here. So you've got these two, but then Paris is up here. So on the map, that owning that little portion of the map would actually make a big difference. Let's also take a look at, what was I going to look at? Oh, yeah, let's see what happened this turn. So we encountered the Kingdom of Pois. So they're up here. Looks like they might be fighting, I don't know who they're fighting against, but there's a large army up here. There's some raiding going on in Balloon. Okay, so we have an enemy army up here. That's right, there was a rebellion up here, so we'll need to take care of that relatively quickly. So that could actually cause some additional trouble for us in the coming turns unless we can put them down with this army that is being put together in Poitiers. So that'll probably be their first job. And then we had a chapel in Frisia complete. So that, once we take care of that rebellion, should help with the public order situation. So that's enough of that for now. Let's see if there's anything we can do politically. This guy looks like he's ready for a new rank. Let's go ahead and move him up one slot. Again, I'm still not quite sure what's going on with the promotion system and the position system in this game. For the first time, like, I can put these characters in any rank I want. And again, I'm not quite sure that's working the way it's supposed to, because in Total War Attila, you have to earn your way up that ladder. To show you again what I mean, you have to earn your way up to being a character that can be placed into this rank. As it stands right now, I can go ahead and just put this guy up at the very top like that, and the game would let me try to do it, which is interesting. So, actually, you know what? Just for the sake of... I don't think any of my current... Right, where is Egahard? Okay, for whatever reason, I can't give him any position. I'll figure that out in a few turns. That's not a huge priority of mine at the moment. Priority is making sure these armies are in working order. So, let's go ahead and end the turn and see what happens elsewhere. Okay. So those two promotions were secured. Public order is improving in this province, thankfully. So we're going to go ahead and move Charlemagne up to Bordeaux, because I want to be able to take this guy out in the next turn, which hopefully he'll hang around and just let me finish him off. Hopefully. We'll see. Looks like they're still doing some recruiting here. That's fine by me. Let's give them some additional morale. You need more authority, sir. Okay, that'll take care of some negative effects and negative public order effects for that unit. So public order is actually improving in this little faction we have over here, which is a nice change of pace. Looks like we have the opportunity to build a new barracks in Hallstatt. I'm tempted to do, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that, because that'll give me the opportunity to upgrade these units in 4 turns to the more powerful versions. That could potentially give me an ability with this army that I have building here to sweep in and do some damage. So, what else is going on? This army in Poitiers is ready to go. We need to march them very quickly up here. So we're going to move them. It's going to take them a couple turns to move. 1, 2, 3 more turns to be somewhat in range. It's probably going to take 4 turns before we can fight those guys in Balloon. That's fine. Charlemagne is there. And then we have this guy is disrupting, well, what is he doing, actually? He doesn't appear to be doing anything. Oh, okay. I have not actually unlocked his additional ability yet. So, what I'll do with him is move him into my territory and deploy him there. That will help improve public order in Hallstatt, which is very helpful. Anywhere we can improve public order at the moment is a huge win. Again, the higher public order is, the better our income will be. So did anything interesting happen this turn? So we still have raiding going on. Let's take a look again at our ranks here. Okay, this guy, Pepin, the governor of Frisia, I can put in a position. So I'm going to start him at the bottom, like I have my other couple of guys. Oh yeah, this is Charlemagne. He's shown in our family tree, but he's not actually a... I can't access him. I'm just clicking on things because I can. So, trade-wise, looks like we still have the opportunity to trade with Spoleto.
But may God strike us
But
all dumb if we...
they don't like us. What about Gascony? Gascony...
Welcome, worthy guest.
Huh. That actually could be a good thing. We were at war with them for a while. In Kingdom of Poes as well.
gladly listen to your offers.
Good. So we're trading with Poes now. That'll help with some additional income. Those guys that we just met not too long ago. So maybe in a few turns... Actually, let's take another look diplomatically. Let's see what's going on with Gascony. Gascony... Okay, good. Their opinion of us is improving, so we should be able to trade with them soon. We never had to really take any of their territory. They were just allied with these guys whom we are fighting. So that's good. Let's see here.
Soldiering, it's a good life.
Just going to add some additional soldiers to that army just in case they need them. We don't have a whole lot of ability to upkeep 3 large armies right now, so I'm going to have to be a little measured with the way I do this, but let's go ahead and end the turn again. Again, we're not at war with anyone except for Aquitaine, who is right off the coast of Bordeaux. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to just finish them off. Oh, you'll pay me 400 for a non-aggression pact? Absolutely, not a problem. Okay, so that rebel army has attacked Balloon. I'm going to go ahead and auto-resolve this because we've already seen a battle similar to this. And we will probably lose control of Balloon here, but we're sending an army up to retake it, so that's okay. Okay, so we lost control of Balloon as expected there. Disease outbreak, consumption in Trier. Looks like, alright, the promotion we attempted to arrange, we're going to have Charlemagne say because I said so.
At your command.
Alright. So in 2 more turns, that army will be in Amiens, and then I should be able to move on Balloon after that with that army. And that army shouldn't have any trouble. Where did you go? Okay. So the Duke of Aquitaine decided to run another direction. I'm going to hang out with Charlemagne for a bit. Actually, no. Yes, we are going to hang out here because public order is still not great. And we also have a bit of a sanitation issue. We'll have to wait to get some additional, Alright, I'll go ahead and upgrade the farm. Basically, in order to improve the sanitation issue, we're going to have to be able to expand this province. So when we have growth level 4, we'll be able to build something that can kind of offset the disease problem, the sanitation problem in Bordeaux. But until then, Bordeaux. I'm going to keep saying it both ways. But until then, right now we are almost at growth level 1. You can see this bar is full. In one more turn, it's going to be, up to level 1. So if we add this farm, that'll increase our growth and get us to a point where we can push back against the sanitation problem sooner. What else? That's all we can really do this turn. Let's go ahead and move this guy up again. I want to see what happens if I'm just moving people up in the ranks, if it lets me do anything. This character has an unassigned skill. Governor. He is a governor, so let's do some additional wealth from provinces. Additional cunning. Looks like he needs additional cunning to stop some bad effects there. Alright, let's end the turn. Okay, this is the kamikaze attack from the Duchy of Aquitaine. It looks like we have... Okay, since this is a principal battle, we will fight it on the battlefield. Their men are not in good shape. They've been out to sea for a while. And they've been slowly dying because they don't have any territory to return to. So the Battle of Nantes, 771 AD. Frugality is the mother of all virtues. Justinian, the first Roman emperor, AD 482 to 565. Rather let the crime of the guilty go unpunished than condemn the innocent. Two good quotes from Justinian. All right. So looks like we actually the battle will take place in the city for some silly reason. I wonder if I guess he is attacking the city. That makes sense. I had it in my head that it would be a sea battle, but it's not. So let's go ahead and set up to receive him. Oh, cool, look at the amphitheater. There's an old Roman amphitheater. Oh, that's so cool that they have those ruins. That makes me happy. Alright, so we've got some barricade options. That's why I'm swiveling the camera around. We have a barricade here. We have a barricade here. So I'm kind of tempted... Alright. Yeah, I can put a barricade there, and it would almost guarantee that they would approach from here. So that's what I'm going to do. So the barricade's going to go up there. That way there's no point in them coming around here, because they would have to just travel a great distance. Meanwhile, I have archers in position. So we also have these troops. I'm going to have them as close as possible to the shore. Oh, wait. Now that I have them selected. Alright, and they're going to be ready to just get off their boats and fight on land as soon as possible. Alright, spearmen. Let's see about just having our spearmen here. We'll put them in wall formation. We'll have our archers behind. And let's start the battle.
Die, men. The enemy
What?
cannot
What are you?
set one foot
What are you?
inside the city. The Lord would never forgive us
What are
if
you
the
doing?
capital were violated by filthy invaders. So
The capital's already been violated by filthy invaders. What are these ships doing? I just need you to unload. That's all I require you to do.
ready and awaiting orders.
Okay, here we go. That's what they should have done the first
Cover
time.
the enemy.
They had to circle around like,
Go ashore.
what's happening? Alright, let's get the general's unit up here as soon as possible. And get these archers behind the barricade as soon as possible. So you guys need to move it. Looks like these guys are going to need to reposition. Tell you what, let's go ahead and have the archers be here. And then we'll bring the spearmen back to the middle of town. Oh yeah, that's right, the ships get sent away once enemies land. That's new in Total War Attila. I'd forgotten about that. Alright, while this is happening, I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode here for this ominous moment with the final forces of Aquitaine coming to attack me. And we'll see what happens when they get off the boats. It's probably not going to be pretty. See you in a bit.